All right, everybody remembers that song, yeah? Yes, I love it, and it's still a jam anytime, any day. And we're going straight to our next segment. Our guest today is a celebrity promoter, nightlife curator, tour curator, businessman, celebrity host, and the CEO of Duke Concepts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show, Osita Ugeh. Did I get it right? I tried.
I'll give you a pass on the last name.
How do you pronounce it?
Ugeh.
Ugeh. Oh, nice.
What are you doing in Nigeria?
I came to see you now.
Nice one. Did you bring...
Let me what? I don't know.
I
I wanted to make sure that the tree that I used to get to my father's house has not been cut down. So
Oh, very necessary.
I came to check in.
Very necessary. You've been pushing Afrobeat to the world.
Yep.
Yeah, in America, North America, having those massive shows, event promotion as regards. Let me focus on the Madison Square Garden, which is, will I say, the first Nigerian promoter to have a Nigerian artist at Madison Square Garden. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
That's Burna Boy, right?
You see, you didn't think about it.
Yes.
That's Burna Boy, right?
We've done it twice now. We've done it with Burna, we've done it with David, which is the most recent.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you're correct.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Somebody has to do it, right? And as a Nigerian, anywhere we go, we know how to show ourselves.
Yeah.
You have to represent. And if you're going to do it, why not do it big? So we had to try.
Okay, so talking about doing it big, over time on the international scene, if you look at from way back, we've had the likes of the Sonia Days, the Majek Foshek. They've gone to the international stage. They've been received with quite some awe, but they've not gotten it as big as it is now. Right? Afrobeat is the money making, is mainstream now. It's actually mainstream. So doing this now on the international stage, curating this, being at the forefront of Afrobeats internationally, how does that feel? And what are the challenges? Do you face any challenges putting it?
Of course, there are a lot of challenges. First, how do I feel? I feel fantastic. Well, it shows that, because we're over 10 years now, it shows I didn't make a mistake. Because you know that as a Nigerian, either you're a doctor, lawyer, what's the other one again? Engineer, or you're useless. I don't know what you guys are, but don't mind me. But I was an engineer. I used to work as an engineer in Lagos.
Yeah.
When I look at it, I used to work as an engineer in Verizon Wireless as well. So me starting up this, it had to work for me, right? Because I cannot explain to my mom how I did not make it. Right? You literally have to make it. So I had this vision, I had this idea, and it was crazy. I knew where I was going from the jump. I didn't know where Afrobeat was going, but I knew it was going to be big, right? So we started gradually, and I think everything blew up so fast, right? Faster than we thought it would, but the important thing that it has grown, and we're getting there, and we are still in the culture, we're still pushing the culture. I don't even think that those in Nigeria understand how big Afrobeat is outside of Nigeria. The appreciation of Afrobeat out of Nigeria is ridiculous. And that's why I get upset when we start trying to dissect it into Afro Days, Afro Depression, Afro Symphony.
Afro-fusion.
It's different stuff, but they're all Afrobeat at the end of the day, right? It's quite impressive. Do we face a lot of challenges? Yes, we face a lot of challenges, because now, as the world appreciates Afrobeat more, so does the price of our artists go up. And I'm sure you've seen the conversations the past few weeks.
True that.
About the artists overpricing themselves.
Yes.
Last, no worry, they go so humble, they will come down.
Are you sure?
They go come down. It happens. It's a demand and supply thing. When you feel like everyone is rushing, you start to try to get the most out of it. It's not the best approach when it comes, especially music, right? Because you have to be strategic. But I think some of them are also not properly informed and are just chasing the money rather than chasing a career. Because if you're chasing a career, then you have to be intentional in your pricing, where you play, how you play, and all that. But besides that, our artists are becoming more responsible. Back in the days, you'll be worried whether they will show up.
Yeah, sound check, all that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So Burna Boy showed up.
Oh, yeah. He always shows up to our shows.
Oh, Burna Boy, January 1st, 2020.
No. So,
Nigeria.
I wasn't there. It wasn't my show. I'm not on the show in Nigeria. But I wouldn't speak on that. But I think, I won't speak into details, but I think the main thing is, if Burna doesn't show up, find out it's probably not his fault. to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was talking about the sound and everything.
Yeah.
Being right.
Because to produce a show in Nigeria, there are a lot of, issues with logistics and all that.
Is that why you haven't done any show in Nigeria?
No, which is why we are coming to Nigeria soon.
Uh,
To solve the problems that are already there.
so why is it taking you so long to come back home to create an event?
So, I'm a man of perfection, right? And you see the level at which we do. We've done over 20 arenas in the world, in the whole of North America. So before we do something, we want to make sure that we're able to give quality and we're able to sustain the level of quality that we've given all over the world. We don't want to give you the best in America, then come to Nigeria and we should change ourselves. Because some of those equipment you see, like Bonner's equipment, for example, they have to be imported from out of the country because they don't have them in Nigeria. So they import them for that show and then return it back.
Wow.
Rent, that kind of thing. So those are the kind of things that we still face. Nigeria is getting there, but there's still a lot of work to do in the technical aspect of the live space.
I mean, you talked about how Nigerians in Nigeria don't see how big Afrobeat is on the outside. And when you guys do the shows, we see on social media, we see everywhere, we see how it is sold out. I mean, Ashake was sold out in so time. There's always like in 3 days, a particular show is sold out. You being the forefront now is the opportunity to ask you the question. How does this ticketing work? Does it actually get sold out in the time frame that it is being sold out? How does it work? Give us some secrets.
You see, it's funny I'm talking about this so that is very important to Nigerians because this is the third interview they actually got sold out. How does it work? Yes, well, I think when we did Whiskey right after the pandemic, it sold out in less than 3 minutes.
Ah, yes, I saw that.
And I remember when we were trying, we kept it sold out. People actually, the way it works is people literally wait on queue on the website to buy tickets when there's an excitement about the show. Now, every artist fan base react differently. Some of them are excited to buy the tickets right away.
Immediately.
Right? Some of them, they're going to get the tickets, it take a while. The important thing is that the people will come out. So for me, I don't care if it sells out 3 minutes. I'll prefer it sells out 3 minutes as a promoter so that I will sleep until the event and focus on the production. But yes, there are times where tickets sell out very fast that way. And there are times where it takes a while to sell out. Right? But sellout is also relative. Sellout could be sellout of a 300 cap. If that's what it's scaled to be, it's sold out. If it's 15,000 cap and that's what it's set up to be, then it's sold out at 1,500. So it just depends. So I think the narrative about sold out sometimes is overrated, to be honest. The important thing is, are people there in the room?
It's not overrated. It's a competition. Yeah. You know it's a competition in Nigeria.
Well, on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
On Twitter.
Billboard listed 40, please break it down.
40 under 40, let's say.
40 under 40, and of course you're listed among them. Break it down. What is Billboard celebrating with you?
Well, first of all, that's a big deal. So you can't just say it like that.
Yeah, I'm bragging right.
It is a big
It's the Billboard.
Yeah, exactly. So the Billboard recognition, I was selected among the 40 people in the world who have made impact in the music scene.
That's massive.
Yes, imagine only 40 people. This room, everybody here is 40. So only 40 people in the world, and Billboard found that what we do as exceptional. Because Afrobeat will not be where it is today without my company Do Concept. I can say that anywhere in any room.
Bragging rights.
Oh yes.
That's amazing.
Because when I see the history, sometimes I know it. I'm like, you guys, you can't be serious not talking about how touring has impacted the music. You make music all you want. If you're not touring, you cannot sustain the music. Because people forget about it, so you need to tour. So Billboard found that what we do is important and they decided to recognize me. So it's an award from Billboard saying, well done, a pat in the back, and knowing it also tells you my age that I'm not 40 yet. So 40 people under 40 who are doing absolutely well.
I mean, I love the fact that you're also building on this touring and artists actually taking the craft out there. After you drop a project, you need to tour. And we've seen the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy now taking on the road. They're actually going on the road. Before, it used to be just American artists just going on the road after.
It's now a culture, yeah.
Now it's an actual culture. Thumbs up on pushing that forward.
Thank you.
I want to ask you personally. So, I mean, I know that it can be crazy putting shows together.
Absolutely.
handling a lot of people at the same time. There'll be high blood pressure moments,
Oh, yes.
crazy moments where you're like,
Oh, yes.
you're losing your mind. Do you want to share with us one of those moments where you thought, you know what, I'm actually going to just go crazy today?
Or better still, the artist that puts you in this
Yes,
situation.
in that moment.
Just say his name.
This one is
Wait. Are you trying to make me get backlights? But the truth is we all. So I have a small, I call them a small big team. I have a small team that does a big job. But we still have issues once in a while. In fact, David is going to kill me. Me and David fought before the MSG, right? But it was all because we're all going for the same goal, which is achieving perfection.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you're trying to do something big and you're trying to achieve something of this nature, there's always going to be times where you and management will have a misunderstanding on what it should be and what it should not be. Remember, it's also they're also capital-intensive projects. So sometimes if there is something that you feel might jeopardize this thing, you speak out.
Yeah.
Sometimes management feels that we're not doing what they expect us to do. They speak out as well. So that's just it. It's the natural business, of the day situation. Because remember, it's also the only issue with live events that is dependent on people to attend.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So if people decide that they don't want to attend and they want free ticket, they're in trouble.
One chance.
Is what I'm saying. So it's dependent on people to attend. So we have to be able to market it, and it has to be convincing for people to attend. Oh, by the way, we did Ashake at the Barclays Center last year, New York.
Which is amazing.
So everybody wanted to see him at that point. I mean,
Let's do this.
Yeah.
it's good.
I mean, talking about that, like Ashake, I mean, when you do shows, there will also be hazards.
Absolutely.
Safety hazards. I mean, we saw the hazard where Ashake's concert where someone passed and it was a whole...
In London, yes.
Caused a whole ruckus. How do you guys manage that as well? How do you
So
strike it to the
we've
teeth?
never had such issues in our company and any of our shows. But by God's grace, I hope we never have to deal with that. However, we are very intentional with where we play. We check. We try to see what's the artist's popularity, how many people are checking for him, and we make sure that we put them in the right rooms, because the artist becomes big to a particular point. There's no need squeezing people in the small space and having more people outside.
Yeah.
Because we've been there before. Okay, by God's grace, nobody died. In 2014, Davido's very first show in New York, there were more people outside than inside.
What arena was that?
It wasn't an arena for it was arena. We're talking about arena in 2014.
It was a...
In 2014, we didn't even know where we're going at that point. It was one of the biggest shows, and then people were not buying ticket ahead of time. It was difficult to forecast. People would buy ticket at the door.
Yeah.
And I remember we did KC at that venue a month before. We had about 700 people, which is huge at that point. Then we now did Davido in March, and when we pulled up, what? It was crazy. But since then, from then to now, the culture has changed. We've trained people how to purchase, our people, of how to purchase tickets ahead of time. So we're able to say, okay, if the ticket sells out, then guess what? We put a second date, or put a third date if the second date sells out. But we try to put them in the rooms that we know
You can manage.
Yes.
All right, definitely we wish you the very best, pushing Afrobeats to the world.
Yes.
And when you come back to Nigeria, we have our stadiums. We could sell our stadiums.
That's another conversation for another day.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have a due concept right here. We wish you the very best with everything you're doing. And thank you for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more right here on A Splash. Stay here with us.